thread, what's a makeup rule you were taught that you completely threw out and your looks got better for it? And the original post is writing, mine never wear shimmer if you have textured skin. Oh my god. I spent years avoiding anything glowy because I have enlarged pores and someone told me it would make them look worse. I mean, it would make the light reflect more and I guess they would be slightly more noticeable than with the matte products. However, I feel like the concept of enlarged pores is highly exaggerated. It's not like they are 20 times larger than not enlarged pores, you know? It's like the difference is so slight. Nobody will ever notice. Girl, if you have enlarged pores, nobody knows about that. Except you. Nobody knows. Finally ignored that advice, applied a subtle highlight on the high points only, and it genuinely made my skin look more alive. Like, yeah, because it makes the skin look more glowy than any matte finish ever did. And as for enlarged pores, even if you do think that somebody will notice they're enlarged, they will have to look at you like they will have to be this close. How many people get this close to you? Probably like your romantic partner, but I think you're past the point of them caring about your pores. What rule did you break that turned out to be completely wrong for you? Oh, I broke so many rules. I made a video about that, about like the myths that I knew, but let's see what people have to say. Don't put eyeliner on your lower lash line, it makes your eyes look smaller. I mean, first of all, it depends on the color of the eyeliner, but assuming the person talks about a dark eyeliner, like black or maybe brown, I guess it might. Once again, depends on how you put it. If you put it like right on the lash line, might make them look a tiny bit smaller, but also if you put it like a little below, so that you have some space, on the contrary, you're enlarging your eyes. Because you're creating that illusion that this part that you're leaving out is also part of the eye, not of the skin. It made such a difference with accentuating my eyes because I have really light and thin lashes. Yeah, I mean, if you have light and thin lashes, eyeliner is definitely a great choice also for the lower lash line. Like, I don't always wear liner on my lower lash line, but I do have black lashes, so I don't feel the need to accentuate that. I just wear them when I'm in the mood, you know. Not all skin has yellow undertones. That's so true. That's so true, girl. Oh my god. So many times I got recommended the wrong foundations in makeup stores, and I think it was only one time at MAC where a girl actually recommended me foundation that suited me, and that was a freaking neutral. You know, because I always got recommended like yellow ones for some reason, but I'm a neutral undertone. And it was back when I like knew less about undertones and I didn't understand that, you know, the same shade came in different undertones. I was just like trying to choose the shade that's not too dark and not too light. That I'm too old to be trying new different looks. No, that's such BS. I'm glad you didn't listen to them. I think you can age gracefully without completely giving up on fun products. Exactly. Or even experimenting with somewhat alternative looks. Absolutely. I have more confidence now and I want to show it. Well said. I have nothing to add. Perfect. Oh, I love that one. A bunch of younger people have told me that my blush placement marks me as a millennial instantly. I don't know. Does this mark me as the millennial? Like, can we consider this a blush? Or is it a highlighter? I don't know. Let me know. Because I am a millennial, yeah. But I'm sorry, blush just looks the most natural at the apples of the cheeks. I mean, I've seen lots of different millennials wear blush in lots of different ways and like place it in different points of the face. So that's a myth. And also, colorful eyeshadow is outdated and makes you look gay. What? I don't know where to begin with that. First of all, what does colorful eyeshadow have to do with being gay? Also, how is it that somebody looks gay? Like, what does that mean? In the eyes of the author of the myth, if it does make somebody look gay, like, so what? Outdated. What does it mean, outdated? Outdated? I mean, dial-up internet connection is outdated because we have more modern methods now that do the same thing, just faster. Maybe riding a carriage pulled by horses is a little outdated. Like for a romantic getaway, yeah, sure, but for everyday means of transportation, slightly outdated because cars do the same thing, move faster. Or buses. But colorful eyeshadow, it will never be outdated. If anything, you know, colorful eyeshadow appeared, if I'm not mistaken, like actually bright, bold eyeshadow started appearing in the 60s. So if anything, it's more modern than, you know, like subtle neutral eyeshadows outdated, because that's what people were using before colorful eyeshadow in like 1920s, 30s. Luckily, the person who heard that myth doesn't care, and she looks fabulous. She looks absolutely fabulous with that purple eyeshadow. Purple is my favorite color. Oh, girl, if you're watching this, I don't think so because I'm not popular, but just if, you look fabulous. I've never cared about wearing my best colors. I don't limit my color palette. This is such an important topic. It's just hidden there on Reddit. Yes, don't limit your color palette. Just choose the colors that you like. And those are your best colors, like in a way, because who determines what's best? Like best is by definition a subjective word, right? It's good, better, the best. But good is subjective. So probably someone will tell you that your best color is that one, but you think otherwise. And then there will be a third person who will name another color, like a third color. It's just, it's such BS. And all those, you know, like, I'm in autumn, I'm in winter. Oh, once again, I mentioned that in the video before, so I will not go into that, but that's just complete BS. That's... Don't listen to that, please. Just wear the colors that you like, wear the colors that make you happy. If these are the colors that happen to match your like season type, great. If they don't match, then they don't match. I'm not reading them all and just like try to pick the ones that are more interesting in my opinion, my subjective opinion too. All shimmer looks, I'll never stop. They're so much fun, and shimmers are really easy to blend vs mattes. By the way, yeah, shimmers are way easier to blend. If you're a beginner starting with blending eyeshadow, try a shimmer eyeshadow. It will be much easier to blend. And yeah, I love all shimmer looks too. I'm wearing like more of a matte look today, except for the highlighter slash blush. But I do love all shimmer looks, absolutely adore them. Is it a rule to not put mascara on your lower lashes? If so, that's the one I break daily. I have very light lashes, and just a smidge of mascara on the lower lashes enhances my eyes. I haven't heard of such rule, I will admit. It's not a myth I have heard of. But probably somebody goes by it. On the contrary, I often hear that people, you know, encourage you to put mascara on the lower lashes, that some makeup gurus will tell you that the look is incomplete if you don't have a mascara on your lower lashes. But for me personally, I rarely put mascara there, although I would love to. I would love to make my lashes, upper and lower lashes, different colors, for example. But I just have this very specific cut of my eye where if I paint both my upper and lower lashes, they kind of start to stick in the outer corners. Whenever I wink, whenever I blink, not wink, whenever I blink, right? But wink too. Whenever I blink, they just start sticking together. So I have to kind of like physically remove some of the mascara in the outer corners, and I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to go through the trouble, but I think it looks great, actually. I mean, mascara on the lower lashes, I think it looks great. I recently stopped wearing foundation as a standard choice. I now use concealer instead, and my skin is way better for it, and my makeup routine is so much faster. I'm nearly 40, so thought I'd head towards more makeup as I aged, but nope, this works well too. I think it's very personal. It depends on everybody's skin. It doesn't necessarily have much to do with age. Your skin does change as you age, so you might change your makeup routine, but I have never believed that foundation should be like a standard choice. For me personally, I have a type of skin that gets clogged very easily, and by the time, if I wear foundation all day, by the time I remove it in the evening, I already have breakouts. So it's not like I don't remove it properly and that's why my pores are clogged because I leave it for the night in the pores. No, by the time I start removing it, the pores are already clogged. I already have some pimples. So I usually only wear foundation for glam looks like these to chat with you guys, and it's not something I wear for the whole day. So I usually do a look, I take some photos, I film some videos, and then I just take it off. Very rarely do I wear foundation like for the day. And I don't know how this person applies concealer. I do wear like some foundation or concealer and do spot concealing. So if I have a breakout somewhere, yes, I do put either foundation there, like full coverage foundation, or a concealer, but I don't put it in other places. So I'm not sure if that's also the way that this person uses concealer. If so, I can totally relate. Okay, let's do a couple more, right? By the way, if you're finding the video funny or useful so far, please give it a thumbs up. I have a lot of acne scars, which create a lot of texture on my skin. People always say that you should avoid matte looks in this case. I haven't heard that one. I feel like on the contrary, people say use more matte products. But honestly, the best foundation for me has been the NYX Matte Longwear Foundation. All the glowy dewy foundations don't make my skin look as good. Listen, usually matte products are the ones that conceal texture better. So I'm not sure who was saying that, but usually, as we have discussed in the beginning, glowy shimmery products, they do accentuate the texture a little bit. For the foundation, I feel like it really more depends on your skin type. Like if you have oily skin, just matte foundation will look better throughout the day. If you have more dry skin or normal skin, glowy foundation might look better throughout the day. So I'm guessing the person just has like oily skin. And once again, if it's acne prone, usually skin is oilier, although I'm not a dermatologist, so I cannot speak for everyone. It's just something that I've noticed by talking to people. I recently decided that if aging past 30 made me a hag, I'm gonna embrace it and not cater to beauty standards anymore. That's right. Don't do it. Don't do it. And also, aging past 30 doesn't make you a hag. I only wear colorful makeup now. Yes! Yes! No foundation because I hate the feel of it suffocating my skin. Can relate. I don't know if my looks got better, but I feel better. That's the most important. Like, the best look is the one you feel the best in. That's your best look. Full buck witch. Okay. I've also stopped wearing mascara because it made my lashes fall out. Sorry to hear that. Yes, even the hyperallergenic stuff. Much comfier, and literally no one has known the difference. Yeah, actually, if you don't wear mascara, especially if you have like naturally dark lashes, it won't be as noticeable. I don't know if this contributes to the allergy or not, but if not, you can maybe like sometimes apply falsies or just like small clusters if you want to make your lashes look longer, which is obviously not a necessity. I explicitly avoid contour and bronzer. I have a round face and I'm damn happy with it. That's right. I don't need to create shadows or chisel out my face. Nobody has to do that. That is so true. Y'all should love your face for what it is. Listen, I won't be saying like if you should or shouldn't love your face. I mean, it's great if you do, but I also can understand if people want to change something. It's up to them, but nobody has to do the contour, okay? There is no, like, it annoys the hell out of me the way that the gurus teach how to do contour depending on the face shape, because it all comes down to making every face shape oval. And I like an oval face shape. I have one, but I also like my face and I don't contour because I like the features that I have. If I didn't like something, I probably would contour. Like I sometimes contour for some cosplay looks, like the Corpse Bride makeup tutorial that I made. Otherwise, only contour if you want to alter your face features, then it makes sense to contour, and then you should learn like what is it that you want to change, and based on that, how you should contour. But there is no rule that if you have a round face shape, you should necessarily contour to make it look narrow. No, you shouldn't. If you like your round face shape, like why would you change it? Contouring is to create an illusion of a different like face shape or face feature. It's not a must. It's only if you want to do that. My grandma growing up always told me to avoid wearing red, pink eyeshadow. It's pink here. Because it makes your face look burned, puffy. Turns out we look different, and red, pink, oranges are the best colors. For me, it makes my eyes pop. Yeah, like that's completely untrue. Like you can wear any eyeshadow color that you like. That's a myth that I also heard. My mom would tell me don't wear like red eyeshadow or red eyeliner because it will make your eyes look red, like if you had a pink eye. Like no. Maybe if you just wear red eyeshadow and nothing else, but if you apply like mascara or something, already know. This is more of an opinion, but you can have my thin brows when I'm dead. No one can convince me I look better with thick brows. Everyone always says you'll regret plucking them later, but I've been shaving and plucking these B words for 12 years. Once again, that's so true. If you like something, wear it. I'm wearing colorful eyeshadow, I'm wearing lip art, and I'm wearing all kinds of crazy makeup, which is so not clean girl trend, as I've been told. I've also been told it's like 2016 makeup, because I guess colors were trending in 2016 and then they weren't. Now they probably are again. Like, so what? Like, it's not 2016 makeup, it's 2026 makeup because I applied it in 2026. But Don't let anybody tell you what to do with your makeup, okay? Listen to some advice when you want to have some effect. Like if you want to change the shape of your nose, you can watch a tutorial on how to contour your nose. Or if you want to learn to apply mascara to your lower lashes, you can watch a tutorial on that. But don't let anyone tell you how you should wear your makeup, which colors you should choose, which style you should choose. Learning techniques is great for, once again, you to be able to do something, but not learning and just blindly adopting other people's styles, because everybody's gonna have their own opinion, as we have just seen in this thread, and most of them just won't apply to you. Let me know if you want me to do a Reddit reaction video again, and if you want more myths debunked and more controversies discussed in makeup, here's the playlist exactly for you. I'll meet you there. Bye!